container in AgentMight. So we're going to navigate to the dashboard menu, and then we're going to select Web Designer. And let's click the clusters radio button, and we're going to select the Enterprise Cluster version 1.0 that we've been working with. And now I can drag a container control to any of the regions in the cluster. So for our purposes, let's drag a grid control to the top region. And you can see now that it also appears in the region tree, and I'll select it here. And let me collapse this top panel so I can see more of the attribute panel below. So the first thing that we want to do is let's give this container a new name. So let's call it Supervisor Messages. And it'll be a simple container that'll just contain messages from the supervisor. And we'll give it a description, and we'll call it the same thing. Now, the max content allowed refers to the number of rows that you want to maintain in this grid when the user opens this panel. So how many rows are you going to keep in front of them? Because they may want to go back and refer to some of the messages. So for this purpose, let's say that we want to keep the newest 20 rows in the grid. The width and height refer to the expanded size of this grid when the user opens it. So, you know, it's one column with just a message. So we don't really have to make it too wide, but let's say it's going to be 25% of the width of the page. And the height, well, we have to account for 10 or 20 rows being displayed. So let's say it's 30%. And we can always go back and change these. And then there are a number of other attributes that we can change and set and work with back and forth until we get the desired effect. But this is good for now. So then we're going to create the one column that we need in this grid. And we're going to go ahead and select the column name from our list of data elements. And we select message, and we click the add button to add this column to the grid. And here also there are attributes that we can set for this particular column. The only thing I'm going to set right now is going to change the font size of the header and the text of the rows, make it a little bit smaller. And then I'm going to save that, and there I have it. I've created the grid supervisor messages.